Beautiful. Welcome to Wellness Wednesday, where we come together with information to help educate, inspire, and empower you to better health. And I'm really excited to have the lovely Robin Freeman joining me today from Portland, Oregon, one of my very favorite cities. Thank you, Robin. Thanks for being here.
Thank you, Kristen. It's lovely to be here, and love to all my Connecticut friends.
Oh, yeah, I know. Isn't that the nice thing about like the whole virtual, environment that we live in now, and especially lately in the last months, it's really escalated, but we can still stay in contact just like just like we were around the corner from each other.
Truly.
Yeah. So I know we were just talking before going live that you have a lot of tools in your toolbox specifically related to energy medicine. And I've known you for a long time, but I first got a little bit more intimate with your work when I took a workshop about, I think it was about the energy routine, the morning 5-minute energy routine. And I've always been very interested and fascinated by energy medicine. So can you explain to people who may not be familiar with energy medicine what it is and why we should know about it and care about it?
Sure. Well, we are energy. Everything is energy. And I think it's like we all know about it so much. It's kind of like a fish saying, I don't believe in water. It's like everywhere. We know when you can say, oh, I feel droopy, or I feel draggy. I'm not in the flow, or everything's flowing for me. We have fabulous energy systems. We have a lot of what people know are the meridians, which are like rivers of energy. They're almost like bloodstreams. They're the same in every person. And so this is where tappers will tap on the ends of each point to kind of get things moving. Yoga is energy. You stretch. There's a whole meridian that has maybe never gotten energy moving through it that literally allows the energy to move. We have the aura. A lot of people know about the aura. It's kind of like our own personal bubble, energy bubble. But what's so personal about all of these is, for example, if you think, there are no good men, or men treat women terribly. And if that's a truth in your experience, then that literally informs your aura. So it's almost like this filter, so that if you're looking for love, as example, you're not going to get a good man. It's not a vibrational match. It's actually very scientific. And then the chakras, which are magnificent powerhouses of energy. This is the third one that a lot of people know about. They run kind of up and down the spine, from the root up to the crown chakra, and they're involved not only physically. So if you have like a thyroid issue, there's probably not a healthy throat chakra for some reason, maybe, but they also have a psychological and spiritual component. So maybe as a child, you were always told, not allowed to speak up, or with your spouse or in your family. Mm-hmm. So that's one thing about the throat chakra. But another thing, just as an example, because this is for all of them, it's also about living your truth. So it doesn't even have to do anything with speaking. It really means, like, if you're living on your life path, your fifth, the auric field related to the throat chakra just lights up, and it gives you power. And you're speaking your truth, and it magnifies. So learning about these chakras is fabulous, because you never know. Like, if there's something you want and you're not getting it, it's not always what you think. So for instance, if you're like, oh, I'm going to be a big speaker, and you think, oh, it's probably my throat chakra, and you're working on this, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's the seventh chakra, and maybe you're just like working too hard, and really you just need to open up and just receive. So I think I teach a class on this. I have a course the energy blueprint for ease and abundance. And kind of the three magical things are, one is understanding what they're about, each of the chakras. Two is, how do you test? So we use muscle testing. We see which chakra is happy, and then how to make that happy. So we can clear a chakra. We can find out a chakra, and we can clear a chakra. So if you have something you want, or if somebody's listening live and has something that it's like, why isn't this working out? We could energy test and see kind of which chakra needs a little help, because they can be too, so they're wheels of energy. So they can be too open, they can be too closed. And so just think, you have 7 of these. So maybe one is tight, one's too open, and they spin. So one could be going this way, one could be going that way. One could be going counterclockwise. And that's when you feel disjointed, right? But when they're all going the same direction, same speed, you're unstoppable. You're just a powerhouse, because literally that energy is solid. There's no blocks. And that's when life is good.
That sounds good. I personally have been doing a ton of energy testing on like different things. Like I test my essential oils, like what I need, my supplements, decisions I'm making. I've been really increasing the amount of energy testing that I'm doing just for my daily life. So how do we find out what chakra is blocked? So for example, one of my goals currently, my business has been growing, and we love when people come on board and want to share, essential oils. And I'm also looking for at least one leader. So not everybody, we have a lot of people that want to have like a part-time side little gig, or make a little money, or get their products paid for. But I've been looking for like one, more like leadership role person for my team. And I've been saying it for a long time. I don't know if I've really been doing a lot about it, but I'm saying it, but I just feel like, I don't know why that person has not come into my view yet. I know they're out there, but what would I do?
Okay. That's awesome. I actually have four other energy ideas for that. But
I'm gonna have to sign up for your course. I just wrote it down. Energy, ease, and abundance. I'm in.
So what is your sentence that you say? And so what we're going to do, and you can do this for yourself, and it's okay if we get different numbers. Let's test how aligned you are with that. So do you mind sharing what you say?
How come I can't find the right partner? So I said that'd be the opposite.
Okay.
I'm
that's
looking
right
for
there.
Yeah, I say that a lot. Yeah. I'm looking
and
for
the subconscious and your universe. This is so important. How come I can't? That's an instruction. She doesn't want to find it. Okay. The universe is giving you exactly what you're asking for.
Yes. I am excited about finding my next business partner. How's that? Better?
Definitely better. And I'm just wondering, should we say finding them, or having them and having this great relationship when it all working?
Yes.
Let's put it in the present.
I'm excited to have my new wonderful business partner.
Yeah, the wonderful, thrilled, perfect. Okay. So, and whatever it is, the first thing that I tested for myself like this, I was like 11%. So it's okay if it's really low. So don't feel bad. It's just what it is. It's not happening. So how aligned is Kristen's energy with this beautiful goal? I'm so excited to have this new energy partner. 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80 breaks, 75, 6, 77. So 3/4 of you is really excited about it. And there's some piece that isn't okay yet with your energy, and so it's almost like we're our kids, just give ourselves compassion for that. That's okay. Like, let's see. So now we're going to ask, which chakra right now in this time would be most helpful to balance in order to increase that. And I'm just going to muscle test just because it's quicker. So is it 1? Is it 2? Is it 3? Is it 4? Interesting. Heart chakra, 5, 6, 7. So it is the heart chakra, and the heart chakra makes sense because it's about relationships and about connecting to other people. So one thing that sometimes people don't understand about the chakras, I know I didn't as clearly, is the back of the heart chakra. So the chakras are like cones. So like imagine like a cone coming out from the front and a cone coming out from the back. So like people like you are just like so living, loving and giving, and you probably have this huge heart chakra. But we have to receive as much as we give. We have to. It's physical, right?
I'm not as good as that. I'm not as good with that.
Yeah. So almost as we do the chakra clearing, which is the point of this, but this feels really important for you, is to literally almost put like a funnel in the back of your heart. Imagine that, and you can even imagine like oils, like little bottles of oils coming into your back, or money, or happy people, happy clients, joy. Just like imagine the stream of everything you want coming in your back, and out the front. It's kind of like an ocean, and then it can come in the front and go out the back. But it feels the back feels a little constricted, and the front feels a little big. So anyway, so here's how we're going to clear it. So rub your hands together, and with your left hand we clear. So and the heart chakra is a great example because most people can feel this. So we're going to start doing a circle about the size of a dinner plate.
And which direction I go?
It does. It's a little hard. So go towards your right shoulder.
Okay.
And down. Okay, and not too fast. The first time I had somebody clear my chakras, they were going like this, and I literally almost got dizzy.
Oh, wow.
And this is so amazing to do for another person. Like I teach classes here in Portland, and we have everybody lying on the floor in the bookstore, and everybody does it. Everybody feels it. It is just amazing. So do you feel anything in your palm?
It's a little warm.
Yeah. And go a little bit bigger. You have a beautiful big heart chakra. And so as we're doing this clearing, we're just going to let go of any pain, you've been through a lot. Just let go of any old relationships that weren't, the energy of any old relationships that weren't beautiful and joyous and loving. We all have them, right? Mm-hmm. So as we're going counterclockwise, it's almost like, I kind of see it like water rushing down a sewer with leaves in it. It's like we're scooping out all the pain, all the heart connecting pain, because we're going against the flow of it. So this is why you feel the heat, is because we're literally, and sometimes it even feels like you're scooping it out. We're just scooping out that pain, letting go of that pain, releasing any fear of connecting, releasing any past business things that didn't work out. It's like the energetic remembrance of all that lives, like things live in our cells. They live in our subconscious. They live in our energy body. So just imagine we're just wiping that clean. Just, we've all been through a lot in relationships. Helpful people, unhelpful people. Let's just kind of zap out the remembrance of any unhelpful relationships, or anybody who took advantage of you, or anybody that was more work than it was worth. Who knows what's in there?
People are coming to mind.
That's for your own safety. So this is your own inner wisdom saying, I'm not sure if that's 100% good for you. So we're just saying, it's okay. That was then and this is now. I'm grown up. I've got my intuition. I've got my muscle testing. I'm good. So now take your hand and like literally shake it off. You can even sometimes feel it just coming off. And then take your right hand. And now we're going to go clockwise. So now towards your left shoulder.
Mhm.
It's a clock if the clock was sitting on you, which is why it's confusing, because people go, is it from inside the body or outside the body? But
Right, right.
towards the left shoulder. And now here we kind of do the positive. So the clearing, we're taking out the gunk. Here it's like, I love connecting with people. It actually, my greatest joy, look what you're doing right here. My greatest joy is connecting with like-minded people. I love serving more. I love giving more. I love giving love. I love receiving love. I connect with beautiful, helpful people all around the globe. My work blesses others. My work uplifts others. I love, love, love receiving this right person and maybe even more. I'm feeling more. I'm
Me too.
yeah, I'm open and receptive to a massive inflow of helpful people. So I'm really feeling it coming in your back, inflow and outflow of upliftment, of prosperity, of ease and joy. And the work that we do is really going to help the whole earth. And I'm grateful, grateful, grateful. You can just shake that out. So I'm just testing. Usually I ask which chakra is unhappy. So I didn't ask that. I asked which chakra wanted, would help in this. So, but I'm going to ask right now, I'm going to tap on your heart chakra. It is very happy. And so we're just going to say, all right, so now in Kristen's energy, and obviously for everybody listening, it doesn't mean she has this person now, but how aligned is her energy body? Because our energy body is our huge attractor field. So how aligned is Kristen's energy with getting this right, perfect, fabulous person's leadership person in her business, and whatever it is. So it might, I didn't write it down. So if it's just 1 or 2% more, that's great. If it went all the way up, that's great. But this is something you can repeat. There could be other chakras. It could be, oh, I do need to let in the divine, or I do need to, work on the root chakra and be safe. But this will be a little quick example. So 0 to 100, how aligned now is Kristen's energy with attracting and literally having this wonderful person in her business. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 90, 91, 92, 92%.
Woo! That's a big increase. I went from 77% to 92%.
Mm-hmm. So there's remnants of beliefs or energy literally in us that for our own protection keep us from getting what we want. It's like it's an old command. It's like you told the computer to do this and now you're telling it to do something else. So there's a little bit conflicting commands. So we can do that. We can change anything. It's really miraculous.
So can you back up just for a little bit and explain what you're doing? So if somebody was wondering that for themselves, right? So certainly they can come to you and you can help them with that. And I highly recommend that you all reach out to Ramin and look into her work and explore working with her. But let's say I'm listening and I want to do that for myself and you're counting, and there probably are people who don't know what you're doing and how they could do that for themselves.
Okay. So in a nutshell, I didn't look at the time. How much time do we have?
Oh, we're okay. Well, I want to finish the, we will bring
Okay.
it to completion. We're not on a schedule. Facebook's not going to cut us off or Zoom.
Okay.
So we
Okay.
could go a little longer.
All right. So one thing I didn't say, let me just go 1 through 7 quickly and tell you the essence of each chakra.
Right.
Chakra 1 down at the root is safety. Safety, I belong, has a lot to do with family stuff, but really for us creating something, it's about safety. Second chakra below the belly button is about joy, passion, fun. It's juicy, it's money, it can be relationships, can be creativity. This is one that's most often blocked, to tell you the truth. Third chakra right above the belly button is about our personal sense of ourself, our confidence, who we are in the world, personal power. Heart chakra, connecting with other people like we did. Throat chakra, I talked about speaking, any kind of speaking or living your truth. If you haven't found your path, work on that. Sixth chakra is our seeing of the world. It's kind of like our perception. It's our thinking, but it's more than that. It's our intuition, and it's really our view of the world. So if your view of the world is other people are going to hurt you, not help you, it might have showed up here. And it's also vision. This is why like vision boards are powerful. Seventh is letting it in, being guided. We have to have us, people like us, everybody needs this absolute strong connection, this guidance, this flow. So just by going those, a lot of your mind, if you don't know muscle testing, your mind might say, so what's a good example of a goal that somebody would want besides business? So let's say relationship. So you might say, it could be heart, it could be being hurt before, but it might be they weren't loved when they grew up and they know that there's some first family issues. So then they go to the root chakra. So you could guess, you could just say, I have a confidence issue. I better do the third chakra. I have a speaking issue. I'm going to do my fifth chakra, but what I was doing was the muscle testing. So you can literally you can tap with your 2 fingers. This is how Donna Eden teaches it. And just go tap, tap in the field in front of the throat. And then you muscle test. So you can go up the chakras like in under 20 seconds. Root. And that's kind of what I did for Kristen. I did root was good. Second was good.
So you explain what the muscle test, what you were actually doing physically?
Okay. So I do have a free ebook and I have some videos on muscle testing, and you can find things everywhere. The one that I like the best is you say a statement. So I would say, I am female, and I'm making 2 rings with my fingers, and I'm pulling as hard as I can, and I can't break them.
Index finger and the thumb, correct?
I use that. Some people use the 4th finger because it's weaker.
Right.
Some people take their finger and go like this. So you could say, today it's raining. And mine is no, because it's cloudy. Today is cloudy. That's strong. You can say, I have on socks. No, I'm barefoot. I'm barefoot. Yes. So you could practice some different ways. And I always say, try 3 things that you know, and then try something you don't know.
Right.
So you could say, my name is Kristen. Yes. I have on. My name is Kathy. No. I have on glasses. Yes. I'm in Connecticut.
No.
Right. And then try something you don't know. So you could say, say a food. So say like, pizza's good for me.
Pizza's good for me. No. No, sir, not today.
And try another food that maybe you're not sure of.
Not sure of. Avocado. I am sure of that. I had some for breakfast.
Right, so that's how you muscle test. So basically what I was doing was I was going tap, 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 tap. So you ask your question, you say, you know, I'm not able to get this project done. Where's the clamp in the flow, right? I want that flow. Which one wants attention? And then you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, whichever one lights up. You do your left hand counterclockwise, 3 to 5 minutes. You do your right, and you don't have to. You can just do that. Just not. You don't have to say a single word. I like to like magnify the intention of that, and even think about what I'm clearing out of there, and also acknowledge. So we're already moving the energy, even if you don't say anything. But if you're consciously saying, you know, letting go of the truth that I wasn't allowed to speak my truth, letting go of all those years I got stifled, letting go of all those painful words that I've said to other people. See, everything's vibration, everything has a resonance. Letting go of all the words that I stifled, that I didn't say.
Right.
Letting go of all the painful words that I heard from others. And then it's literally, you're just taking it out. And I like to send it down into the earth. I don't want it in my soul. I would have huge piles from all the people I work with. So I like send it down the elevator shaft, right into the earth. The earth can handle it. And then with your right hand, when you go clockwise, you affirm, you magnetize, you state what you do want. And it's literally like dragging an old file into the trash in the computer, hitting that button, and then installing the new one. And we have this infinite wisdom. When you put it in, you don't have to go, I am this, I am this, I am this. You don't have to do that. You put it in and you let you don't have to tell your computer every day to you install it and you let it go. So when you're putting it into your chakras, you're actually installing it into the energy system that runs your body. And so then you'll probably notice some health changes, some emotional changes, and even beliefs. People start to just go, I didn't used to, you'll find yourself like thinking differently. It's very cool.
Well, I'm looking at the comments while you're talking just to see if there are questions. And my friend Wayne says, Kristen, you look much more relaxed and in tune. So there, must be working. Well, thank you for that. So tell people where they can find your information, your course, and your videos so that they can, I know what you shared today was just like a tip of the iceberg of what energy medicine is about. And there's so many other ways to energy test and ways to use that. So if people want to dive deeper, where should they go?
Sure. So my website is robinfriedmanenergy.com. So that's Robin, R-O-B-I-N, Friedman, F-R-I-E-D-M-A-N, and energy.com. And I do have on there a 15-minute Let's Chat on my website. So if any of your listeners want to do that, you can sign up for that, and we can test your goal. If you weren't brave enough to say it online to the whole world like Kristen was, and we can find out together what chakra. So energy medicine is actually a small part of what I do. I'd say I probably do like 90% emotion code, body code.
I love the emotion code and body code.
Simply Healed.
I didn't even realize that. Wonderful.
Yeah, it's
powerful stuff. I had an amazing session a year or two ago.
Yeah, it's really most of my work now, but I love that I learned all these other things before.
Right.
So like this is like elementary, what we did today.
Right.
And learning about all of these, because it just informs it, right? So like if you know about the chakras and the meridians, then when that comes up in the body code, like literally I draw from like 10 different things. You know,
Sure.
it's like, oh, okay, I'm going to do this. I go back and forth between energy medicine. Every session I start with like grounding. I make sure people are grounded. Um, and I think it just keeps, that's why it's so exciting now, because it
Yeah.
just keeps growing and getting even just more amazing and powerful. And I love it. So website is robinfriedmanenergy.com. I have that free 15-minute chat. And the course that is literally this, what we are doing
Yeah.
is, so there's kind of like one module that explains all of the like how to test your core, how to test your chakras and how to clear them, and all about the energy system, the different parts. And then every week we go really deep into the modules. This is kind of like all the good stuff all in one. So there's a big long lesson that talks about the different auric fields, talks about different exercises, because for me, when I learned to test my chakras, it was always the same ones, you know, that were out. And so you work with that, and you also test it against what you want. So in the beginning, I have a sheet, you know, like, what do you want? And we'll do that test, because
Right.
the whole point is not just to learn another energy technique, right?
Sure.
We all know thousands of them. The
Yeah.
point is to get you to where you're in line with what you want.
Perfect. I love it. Thank you so much. And I was just looking on this handout. So I have a great handout. If you would like to get a copy of it and you're listening to this, we'll have the information. This video will ultimately live up on YouTube, and we'll have information in the description box and also on this Facebook Live of where you can get more info. But if you would like to get my handout of the chakras and the essential oil roller balls that connect with that, then let us know and I will get that to you. And I looked at heart chakra, which is 2 drops of rose or geranium. So geranium is the oil of love and trust, actually. So it would make sense that that would be right there with the heart chakra. 2 drops of cassia and 1 drop of frankincense. So if you find that it's your heart chakra that's blocked, then that will be your combo. And cassia is the oil of self-assurance. So it's really about being courageous and authentic and confident. So, and as far as clearing in general, since there are oils that go with every chakra, whichever you're working with, and as a general rule of thumb, my favorite oil for clearing is lemongrass. So lemongrass is the oil of cleansing. And this is perfect if you have any toxic or negative energy. If you have, like right now, you know, there's a lot of like heaviness and despair kind of in the, you know, circling around us. So if you are looking for clearing what doesn't serve you anymore, even if it's just cleaning out your closet and what, you know, clothes don't serve you anymore, lemongrass is perfect for that. So if you want more information about that, you can connect with me. And also in our Radiant Life Facebook group, which we're streaming live in, but if you see this video elsewhere, join us in that group, because that's where we share a lot of similar information. So, and wonderful heart-centered healers like Robin. So thank you so much. It is so good to see your face on the screen instead of just your newsletter. And I hope that we can continue to connect and clear that energy and go after what we want.
Okay, so I'd love an email when you get your fabulous person.
You will be the first to know. You will be the first to know.
And more than one.
Right. There's a whole line of them coming, actually. I was just ready for the first one, and then they can all come flying in.
The first 2. You can even test 1, 2. The first 2.
First 2. 3. No, it's 2. There's 2. There's 2 coming. 2 coming my way, baby. All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And thank you for listening. I'm going to stop the recording and the live streaming. You can hang on if you want. So thanks for listening, guys. See you next week for Wellness Wednesday. Have a beautiful